3D Rising is here at the NXT Freshman Showcase. We're at the end of day 2, which is the team invite day, and we're here with Russ Moyer, a graduate of Babson College, graduated back in 1993. He's the head coach of the New Hampshire Tomahawks, a team that had a great showing here with some outstanding players. Coach, talk about the fall and tell us, I guess, what you think your team accomplished on this pretty crazy and intense recruiting trail.
Yeah, I gotta say, I mean, this year's fall was quite cold. We went all over the place. We were down in Baltimore, up in Albany, down here in Philadelphia. We did Legacy up there, up in Massachusetts, which was our closest. It was a great fall. Our boys came a long way. It is definitely a process, though. You got all the college coaches out here. Kids are getting nervous, but they work through it. Obviously, preparation is what gets us there. So,
what do you say to the kids, leading up to an event like this, knowing that the sidelines are going to be packed with, all of the college coaches that they've seen, on TV basically for their entire lives?
Yeah, it's actually cool. I mean, for some of the kids, they get intimidated, but the process has been going on for so long now. A lot of these guys are actually pretty used to it. I mean, we're an elite program. Last year, we were the 8th grade team, and we had all the big boys there, Notre Dame, Maryland, etc. All those guys were down at MSCLA. So for some of them, that was the first time. But now, I think they're getting kind of used to it. And you're right, though. It's kind of cool. You look down the sideline, see 45 coaches there. They're out trying to showcase their ability. So it's great. I mean, it's great to see the young men develop and get older and then battle through some of the nerves early on. So it's been great.
Talk about some of the players in particular who stood out for you this fall. Obviously, you have a pretty special player destined for North Carolina.
Yeah. Obviously, Brian Cameron's great. He's actually just one of the cogs in the wheel, though. Our team is really, really good. So it's one of those things. Each game, we seem to have a different guy step up and be the man. We have a couple of guys that are flying a little bit below the radar. We have a guy named Todd Redmond, a crease attackman, and he seems to always be in the right spot. Brendan McGinnis is a midi of ours. He does a lot of dirty work, so he's getting it done. He's up at BG, up in New Hampshire. And our defense, each one of the guys, we've got 5 guys that were just taking it away. I mean, they really shut out a lot of the teams, and we were probably not the favorite team coming from New Hampshire, but we really put on a show and we took it away. We have a couple of goalies that were outstanding. I mean, I think we gave up 5 goals all day or something like that until we got to the final. So it's exciting to watch these guys get better. And I can't just pick out 1 or 2 guys, but if you look at yesterday, we had a few guys in the All-Star game, the Fab 40, and the names will just keep popping up from New Hampshire Tomahawks.
And we're about to get into winter, especially up there in New Hampshire. Going to be a long, cold one. And this is the end of the recruiting trail, at least officially. What's next for your guys? What happens between now and the spring season?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of our guys are multi-sport athletes, so they're going to go into some of their other sports. But it's a year-round game here now, lacrosse. So they're going to hit the weights. We have skills and drills. The New Hampshire Tomahawks puts on skills and drills in the winter, allows our guys to keep the sticks in their hands. Then there's a winter league. Many of them get to play with their high schools. But yeah, it's cold up there. You're not outside normally hitting the wall. But the reality is, there's other kids around the country that are. So you got to stick with it and keep working hard. And our guys, they will continue to develop. It's going to be a surprise for a lot of people when they play the Tomahawks this summer, coming after you.
Coach, thanks so much, and congrats on a great run this fall.
My pleasure. Thanks, Casey.